Hail to D27, giving you exactly what you need. Welcome to the show where the truths never lie. Turn the volume up while we watch the sparks fly. Monday morning coming at you with the heavy hitting vibe. We breaking down the headlines, keeping policy alive. The filters on the lands, no scripts inside their hands. Just a broadcast for the people across the digital land. From the hill to the street, yeah, we digging in the dirt. Searching for the facts, even when the answer's heard. It's a weekday ritual, a digital town square. If you're looking for the comfort, you won't find it here. We that set the agenda, we challenge every view. Bringing more politics straight from us to you. Subs climbing up, yeah, the chat is going wild. Information flowing in a truly gritty style. Run your mouth, let the people hear the sound of Teddy 27, we're the loudest in the town. Run your mouth, break the silence, take a stand. Politics and power in the palm of your hand. Run your mouth, yeah, we're live on the screen. The greatest commentary that you've ever seen. Through the comments, yet the debate is getting deep. While the mainstream media is falling fast asleep. We're tracking every bill and we're walking every vote, taking every crooked quote and cutting at the throat. It's a YouTube revolution, decentralized and free. Finding what the future of the news is gonna be. From the left to the right to the middle of the room. We're carrying the weight, yeah, we're carrying the load. Don't just sit and listen, get your fingers on the keys. We're bringing down the giants, bringing them to the knees. Weekday warriors assemble for the fight. Shining out a signal in the middle of the night. Run your mouth, let the people hear the sound of Teddy 27, we're the loudest in the town. Run your mouth, break the silence, take a stand. Politics and power in the palm of your hand. Run your mouth, yeah, we're live on the screen. The realest commentary that you've ever seen. Hit the like, hit the sub, keep the fire burning bright. Run your mouth every weekday, doing it right. Yeah, Teddy 27. Woo! Woo! Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hey everyone. Welcome to Silly Saturday. I apologize for me being late. Y'all listen. I didn't get all of my production done last night when I had my production assistant here. And so y'all know I'm working with one hand and I am I was struggling to get everything done this morning, just struggling. And so y'all know I'm still on the mend, feeling much better than I was 2 days ago and even better than yesterday. But it still took me a long time to get everything situated today. So, y'all pray my strength in the Lord, okay? I got everything in though. I got everything in though. Got everything in, but we doing the best we can, y'all. Y'all help me as we play through the pain. We gonna make it through. We gonna make it through. Let me check the coffee. Coffee is extra good. Um, yeah, y'all. I am. Yeah, Dimitri. I'm over here on the mend, working, impaired, but still, I'm still here. Even though I'm impaired or infirmed. Anyway, y'all ain't came here to hear about that. Y'all came here for Silly Saturday. And I'm going to give y'all the best Silly Saturday I can, regardless of what I got going on. I'm going to thug it out. We're going to thug it out. We're going to push through. And we're going to make it do what it do. Are y'all ready for this Silly Saturday? Put a Shondo in the chat if you're ready for Silly Saturday. Put a Shondo in the chat. Ooh. Let me say hey to y'all. Hey, Quake. Hey, Tamra. Hey, Volvo. Hey, Cookie. Shy, what's going on? Miss Shorty B, it's good to see you. Demetria, listen, you don't even want to know what I've been through in the last 48 hours. Just Mary, what's going on? Hey, C Golden. Terrence, what's good, bruh? Montrez, what's good, bruh? What's good, Montrez? Montrez, I think we got a decent year for this day of music. I know you are our resident musical aficionado, and I think we got a good year for this day in music this year. I mean, today. Xavier, what's up, sir? What it do, fool? DPG, how are you? GP, DPG, I'm making it. I'm going to listen. We gonna push through. Y'all give me energy. So the more energy y'all have, the more energy it gives me. Okay, y'all give me energy. So we gonna make it do what it do. You put me on the sick and shut in. Okay. I know y'all here for me. Listen, I already know y'all here for me. Hey, Complex 613. What's going on, beautiful? All right. If y'all ready, I'm ready. Let me make sure the dossier is ready. Um I did get most of I did get most of everything done last night with my production assistant. But I'm calling this man a whole production assistant, dear God above. But there were still some other things I needed to get done today, and I just thought I would be able to get it done faster. But you never know what you never appreciate all of the use and activity of both hands until you can't use both of them. And then you're like, fuck. Yeah. So that's where we are. Anyway, I know y'all are ready to get this party started. I'm ready to get this party started. And we'll go from there. Hey, Tracy W., how are you, beautiful? Hey, Janae, good morning to you. I know it's morning over there, down to the left coast. The left coast, not the west coast, the left coast. Okay? All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. And thank you for those people. Many of you all sent me messages, DMs, saying, hey, feel better, da 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 da. Somebody even sent me they sent me a cash app saying this so you can get you some DoorDash and you don't have to worry about trying to cook. Baby, I don't think I'm not gonna be cooking for a couple days. It's gonna be a few days before I can go back to cooking. Anyway, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. It's time for my favorite segment, the hashtag ABC. The hashtag ABC segment.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just came. And for those of you new around these parts, our hashtag ABC segment is for stories where we saw the headline alone scared us enough where we said, yep, don't want no parts of it. Nope. I don't want to know what's behind that headline. Nope. Just too the fuck much going on in that headline. And so we was like, nah, bitch. Mm-mm. 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 We can't do it. And so sometimes we have to send the people away and tell them to go with God.
Go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
Let's see what's in our hashtag ABC segment today. Hey, Raphael. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser. What's going on? Ty Lawson calls his accuser pasty faced white woman after arrest. Sir, Mr. Lawson, former NBA player, Mr. Lawson. I remember you vividly. Where was that energy when you was, doing allegedly what you did to her? I mean, your history says that you like the pasty faced white women, you know. You like dipping your spoon into their sugar bowl. Now all of a sudden, because you've been accused of sexual assault, now all of a sudden this pasty faced white woman, right? You could go look it up, Xavier. He's accused of sexually assaulting a white woman. Now she a pasty faced white woman. Mm, mm. Okay, I I know you quite well, Mr. Lawson. Your track record, your history tells us that yeah, you're not. Mm-mm. Nobody believes you. No, 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 no. Now I know they say innocent until proven guilty, and I can't say definitively that you did the crime that you are accused of. But we know your proclivities, sir. You likes them pasty and white. You like your faces pasty and your women white. So miss us with this whole. I feel like you was trying to get black people on your side and stuff like that, sir, child, child, girl, sir. I have nothing for you, sir. Okay, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
President Donald John. I think LeBron might be. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Sir. Shouldn't you be worried about this war that you are getting your ass handed to you in? Isn't that something that you should be more concerned about? The fact that you are getting your ass handed to you by Iran in this war. Is that not something you want to concern yourself? Worried about what LeBron, what Braun got going on should be the least of your worries at this time, sir. Sir. Child. Let him tell it. He won 3 times already. Let him tell it. But that's a whole different situation. Sir, get away from us, okay? We don't, sir. I'm not going to even tell you to go with God. I'm going to tell you to go straight to hell. Another derelict of society. Andrew Tate claims he's neighbors with a cannibal while facing rape, trafficking, and CSAM. Sir, you stay right over there with Hannibal Lecter, okay? Great. Maybe he can chew off your dick or something. Maybe he could chew off parts of your body because we sick of you. We sick of you. Mr. Hannibal Lecter, next next door to in the cell next to um Andrew Tate. Um, I heard that the dick and the balls are quite delectable. This time of year, I'd say go over there and have get have parts of it. Go ahead and get some of it. Go ahead over there. I mean, let me know what it tastes like. I know they give y'all. You can ask for an extra salt and pepper packet. They say y'all be making y'all own hot sauce and stuff in prison. Go ahead and sprinkle some hot sauce on there and eat up. Child. Andrew Tate is vile. Janae, I'm not going to even tell you to go and look him up. He's a former international president of the IFFB, the International Federation of Fuckboys. Um, he's accused in multiple countries of sexual assault and rape. He's a part of the manosphere, that whole faction of people. Hey, little baby, I think that is Barron Trump's Barron Trump like all of the manosphere people. Yeah. Child, you don't want to know him, Janae. You don't want to know him. I'm just saying. Hey, Mia MJ. Listen, nobody cares about you, Andrew, okay? I hope that he takes a chunk out of your arm, takes a chunk of meat out of your ass cheek, and eat it in front of you. Get away from us. Remy Ma says she's in her soft girl era. Quote, the old me would have told you to suck my dick. Jesus God. Now, I know, Remy, you may still be over there. Hey, Lee, you may still be reeling from your breakup. Hey, Ashton, with cute ass Papoose and his big donkey dick. You know they say the girls say Papoose got a whole ass horse dick down there. I know you're still reeling. Remy, ma'am. I don't know that you have a soft girl era. Jeez. And to me, any woman that can say, suck my dick, you don't get to have a soft girl era because for you to think that it's a flex or it adds emphasis to however you're trying to combat someone verbally by saying suck your dick just tells me how male adjacent you are, how much you just fall in line with the heteronormative patriarchy. Like, if I had a coochie, if I had a cooter, maybe suck out the pinkest part of my coochie, bitch. Maybe dangle my clit on your epiglottis as you are swallowing my coochie or something. I don't know. But I just, a woman, every time I've heard a woman say suck my dick, I cringe because I'm like, ma'am, ma'am. But I guess, I guess, again, it goes back to, these people, they're male adjacent. Child, she trying to catch her one. Hey, Happen. Did I say hey to you, Ashton? Hey, I saw Ashton come in. I don't even say, hey, Ashton. Y'all know Ashton a little cutie. He getting ready to start Hot Boys of Houston in a couple weeks. He gonna be back down there showing his cute little face on Hot Boys of Houston in about 2 weeks, fighting with the girls down to the Harris County. Uh-huh. Hey, Lee. Cha. You say they don't like that too much? Oh shit. Today is your birthday, Vovo. Shit, y'all. Oh God. And I talked to Ty too. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. Let me see. Cause he told me he was gonna come in, but he said he had something to do at 12. And so I want to make sure I get just checking on him to see and make sure. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check on him. Hold on. Hold on. You just reminded me. See, Sorry about that, y'all. I had to check on time. Anyway, it's your birthday today, Volvo. Ooh, sorry, that went down the wrong hole. Mm. I almost spit that all over the computer screen. Jesus. Hey Tanya. Oh, you on your way to Augusta? Oh, Lord. You on two wheels, Tanya? um Today is Volvo's birthday. And we're gonna take a shot. I'm gonna take a shot of Gatorade, but I'm still gonna take a shot. Hold on, y'all. Oh. Ooh, child. Y'all, I've been learning how to do stuff with one hand. So I had to learn how to open stuff with one hand. So, excuse me. Let me take some of this to clear my throat again. Mm. Anyway, happy birthday to Volvo. We love Volvo. Where's my. Oh, we're going to take a shot for Volvo. Oh, child. Here's our shot for Volvo. Okay. I needed that. All right. We ready. This is our shot for Volvo. Take a shot to Gatorade. Oh, okay. Up to it, down to it. We do it because we used to it. Those that don't do it, I don't know what the rest, whatever it say. Happy birthday, Volvo. Mm. Ooh. Cha. Anyway, normally Volvo, you know I would have you, but I have medication that I'm taking right now, and I'm afraid that if I take this, if I take a shot of alcohol with the medication I have, it won't go well, baby. I'll be real loopy, real loopy. But shout out to Volvo. It's what Leo season and all of that, and all of that good stuff. Child, I was over here about to choke to death. Y'all see, I'm struggling. Pray my strength in the Lord. Hey, MVN. Hey, Tawana. Cha. Y'all know I'm impaired today. Anyway, but happy birthday, Cookie. We so happy. What you doing today? What trade you having today, Volvo? Hey, grown woman, don't try me. What's going on? Okay, I don't need nothing. All right, but yeah, I get it, Remy. I mean, if you can have a soft girl era Then I'm gonna have a thugged out era. Listen, my thug era is coming up. Okay, just call me thugnificent. Okay, that's it. That's all. I'm gonna have my thug era. It's coming up in just a few shakes. You don't see me over here. You don't even see me over here. Okay. I'm just saying. It's time to dive into the dossier, y'all. It's time. Let's dive in and see what the dossier has in store for us today, shall we? Um, Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my computer today. Child. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. All right. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Sometimes my VPN be tripping, so I have to get it together. All right. So our first story for today, y'all. Our first story for today is Tony Romo. Yes, that Tony Romo, former uh, Dallas Cowboys quarterback and current sports analyst for, I believe, Fox Sunday Sports Broadcasting. Tony Romo, he's been arrested for operating a vehicle under the influence. He was arrested Thursday night in Milwaukee. Um, and the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office have stated that he was pulled over on a high-rise bridge while going southbound on I-43. He was taken into custody after they say he performed poorly on several field sobriety tests. Yeah, yeah. He's but like I said, he's an analyst with not. I don't think it's Fox. I think it's CBS. Matter of fact, I know it's CBS. Yeah, it's CBS. But he's a sports commentator and analyst on CBS. You can hear him on Sunday CBS football broadcasts on Sunday. He's very well liked and very well received in the sports journalism arena. And this comes as a surprise. Now, he looks to be smiling in this here picture like, baby, he ain't got a care in the world. I mean, he probably thinking to himself, baby, I am Tony Romo. I am a rich, white, heterosexual Christian man who played football for America's team. Nothing's going to happen to me. Now, this is from all accounts his first arrest. He's scheduled to appear in court on September 21st. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So yeah, Tony Romo, sir, yes, don't drink and drive. That's it, that's all. In other news, your boy Diddy might be in jail a little longer. You know, they kept saying, "Oh, they shaving off time, shaving off time." Well, he probably just added more time. Uh-huh. So apparently he got caught in a fight. He was in a fight in jail and they put him in solitary confinement. Mhm. Now they said they're claiming that he went toe to toe with another inmate. They said the inmate tried to the inmate dissed Diddy, and Diddy, threw hands. Now let's be clear. Um, they're claiming that Diddy held his own. I don't know if these people are looking for favors from Diddy and stuff like that. Because when you look at any and everybody who ever grew up with Diddy, go look at all of the documentaries about Diddy. Go look at anything from anybody who grew up with Diddy. And they all say the same thing. He was a weak, punk ass, puss ass motherfucker. And was always trying to prove himself in the streets because he wasn't hard like that. And he couldn't fight like that and all of that. Every single account we get about Diddy. Even after Diddy got started to get rich, he always was in a position of power and was always in a position where you could assault people and do things to people who were either one smaller and weaker than you, or in the company of your security detail and other people who always had your back. But let's be clear, Diddy, you ain't hardcore, you ain't no thug like that, okay? I'm just saying. Yeah, he's scared. Well, I don't know if it's 2028, but they're saying that he could be released. They were saying that time was being shaved off here and there, but when you assault people and they put you in solitary, 9 times out of 10, that means that you're gonna get time added back on. Mm-hmm. You know, so but every account of people who know Diddy personally, they all say the same thing. They all say that him being hyper aggressive or trying to be hyper masculine is him overcompensating for the fact that he always felt less than and he really wasn't hardcore like that. That's what they all say. But like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. Just go look it up. Go look at any and everybody who grew up with him and whoever had anything to say about him. Baby, I don't know. I wouldn't know. But yeah, he in the hole. He in the hole. He's in the hole. In other news, Braun has ended speculation and signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. He's taken his talents to the Liberty Bell. This will be his final contract. He signed a 2-year deal for $8 million. Now, for those of you not hip to your sports news, um, that's a good chance for him to maybe come out of the East. I mean, that helps out Philadelphia. Now, Philadelphia has a stacked team. You have Jaylen Brown. You got Maxey over the Tyrese Maxey, and when Embiid is healthy, if he can stay healthy, you got Embiid. That's a winning team right there. I don't care what you say. If Embiid is healthy, let me start with that caveat. If you can keep Embiid healthy, you have Tyrese Maxey and Jaylen Brown on that team, and you add Braun to that. That's a team that can come out of the East. Will they come out of the East? I mean, you still have to play the games, but that puts them at the top of in the top few teams for the East. So, hey Karen, oh that's my girl, Lovely 31 Blueprint. Hey, Lovely 31 Blueprint. So, yeah, I blame the Celtics for this too. I'm still upset with them about trading Jaylen Brown. I'm never going to forgive them for trading Jaylen Brown for a bag of beans. Paul George traded Jaylen Brown for a bag of beans because I done played more games in the last year or so than fucking Paul George. That bitch ain't shit. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, so like I said, you still have to play the games. You still have to, get out there and let the games play and hopefully stay healthy. But if they can get Embiid healthy, and what I mean by that is get him healthy from April through starting in April. If you need to shave off time for Embiid to stay healthy, meaning limit his game, time management and things like that. Because Embiid is made out of paper. You breathe on that bitch, he's gonna fall and be paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? He's made out of paper. But if you could have all four of them on the floor at the same time, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brown, LeBron, and Embiid, that's a formula, that can win. We still have to see how that goes. Hey, Paul, you at work? Mm. Or is somebody working you? Mm. It's a good question. How y'all feeling? Any 76ers fans out there? Anybody excited about this? I'm not. Any 76ers fans out there? Anybody excited about, all of this? Just asking. In other news, in more sports news, congratulations to Angel Reese. Yeah, congratulations are in order for Angel Reese. Um, so they have given her own Barbie doll. Um, people used to call her Bayou Barbie, and so now she has her own Barbie doll. Yeah, this comes just ahead of the WNBA All-Star game where Mattel has released a Barbie doll made in Angel Reese's exact likeness. And that's as part of their brand's Role Models series. We're excited for it. We're happy to see it. Very happy to see it. Anybody going to buy this for their dolls? Now you can get it from Amazon or Walmart or other places where you can buy dolls. Not Target. Don't We're not doing Target, but you can get it from several other places for around $38. They say it costs about $38. Um, Now, this is a nod back to our girl Misty Copeland, who became the first black woman honored with her own doll, Barbie doll, back in 2016. If you don't know who Misty Copeland is, you need to go find out who she is. Misty Copeland, as you know, she's a black ballerina. Uh, 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 um, and she was the first black woman named principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater. Misty Copeland was making history and stuff like that. So she got her own doll back in 2016. And so we're happy to see Angel Reese do the same thing. We remember some other black queens that got their own doll. We know Gabby Douglas got one made in her likeness back in during the 2012 Olympics. We know Naomi Osaka. She had a Barbie made after her back in 2021. And several black women have, you know, Simone Biles has one. Several black women have had their opportunity to do that. I believe Angel Reese may be the first black WNBA player to have one made in her likeness, but I would say check that for me. Um, yeah, Debbie Allen had one in her likeness as well. Um, Grown woman don't try me. You say you bought yours yesterday. Okay, listen, we love and we celebrate our black queens. Okay, we do. We are pro black women around here. You can't talk about black women around these parts because we will fuck you up. Will. So y'all go out and get y'all Barbies, y'all buy you Barbies or get your Angel Reese doll at your local retailers, not Target. All right. Buy your little boys and your little girls their Barbies. If they're into Barbies, be they boy or girl, get them a Barbie doll. Get them the Angel Reese doll. Consider getting them that. We'd love to see it. Happy for her. So we don't do a lot of church news over here, but I saw this in the blogs. And I said, well, let's do a little bit of some. We don't do a whole lot of church news over here. So the young man who you see right there, that is Pastor Dale Sanders. Now, he's out of the great state of Louisiana. He's been convicted after federal prosecutors say that he stole more than $340,000 from two churches to fund his gambling habits and fund his personal lifestyle. Now, there was a 5-day trial in Louisiana, and he was found guilty on 25 counts, including wire fraud, access device fraud, and obstruction of a federal investigation. Prosecutors say that Pastor Sanders misappropriated funds while serving as pastor of Fifth Avenue Baptist Church in New Orleans and Second New Guide Missionary Baptist Church in Metairie, Louisiana, between April 2020 and April 2024. According to federal authorities, Pastor Sanders transferred money from church bank accounts into his own accounts, used church debit cards for unauthorized purchases, and spent the funds on gambling, dining, living expenses, and other personal costs. Investigators also alleged he submitted falsified records during the federal probe. After he was indicted earlier this year, Pastor Sanders posted a video on social media asking supporters to pray for his enemy while maintaining his faith throughout the case. He's now facing up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. He's scheduled to be sentenced on October 13th. Here's my question. Pastor Sanders, who did you piss off? I'm real. Who did you piss off? Because what I just read sounds like most pastors and bishops I know all over America. Pastors and bishops everywhere I know of every hue, color, faction, denomination do the same thing. You said he did what? Hold on, let me see this again. He transferred money from church bank accounts into his own accounts, used church debit cards for unauthorized purchases, and spent the funds on gambling, dining, living expenses, and other personal costs. Yeah, that sounds like every pastor I know. I ain't gonna hold you. Sounds like every pastor I know does. There's not a pastor in at any large church. Now, maybe some of the smallest churches because they don't have the funds like that, where you could get away with it. But those big, large churches, baby, this is happening every day of the week, twice on Sundays, 3 times on Wednesday because that's Bible study night. I mean, girl. I mean, you piss somebody off. You piss somebody off. Somebody turned state's evidence and turned you in. Oh, I know the pastors aren't supposed to have access to the bank account, but let's be clear. This happens all over America. This happens all over the place, everywhere. So that's what I'm saying. And I know churches are have not-for-profit status where they're 501Cs. What's the number for? I don't think churches fall under 501c3. Maybe they do. I think they're 501c2 or 4. Maybe they are 501c3. But I know the churches fall under the 501c designation, and then there's a number afterward. Like some fraternities fall under, I think, 501c8. A lot of not-for-profits fall under 501c3. Most people know the 501c3, but I thought churches had a different number in the nomenclature than number 3. But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But again, you had to piss somebody off. Maybe slept with the wrong person's wife. Maybe rebuked the wrong parishioner, and they turned your ass in because the feds don't make it their business to say, let's just go out and check to make sure this church in Louisiana is doing the wrong thing. You did something. You said the wrong thing about the wrong person. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Jason. Um, I'm pretty sure he bought some cooter too, Demetria. But yeah, you pissed somebody off, sir. I guarantee you that's what happened. You pissed off the wrong person. Now I saw some previous pictures of you, sir. I see you lost a lot of weight. Was you spending money on Zim Zim and stuff? Trizepatide and Monjaro and stuff. Is that what you was spending money on, Pastor Sanders? Hmm. I don't know. Where's Fran when we need her? I know Fran over there. She may know who he is because she over there in the Louisiana area. That's what it sounds like, Demetria. That's what it sounds like because somebody went and called you in. That's what happened. They called you in, sir. And they went in, they said, yeah, just check from COVID all the way through 2024. He was over here robbing us blind. I believe what happened is, he went out and got the liposuction. Oh, okay. Okay. Probably what happened is they say you was at two churches. When you left the first church, you probably pissed some people off when you left that first church and went to the second church. And they say, yeah, we're going to get you. I'm just saying. Pastor Sanders, listen. Go ahead, go talk to Brian Carn. You know what I'm saying? You and Brian Carn could have conversations about how y'all gonna make it in the inside the clink. You know what I'm saying? You and Brian Carn. Uh-huh. I'm just saying. Hashtag IJS. Anyway, sir, I have nothing else for you, sir. Just go. I don't know if they. Well, hopefully they let you get your affairs in order. It just depends on the judge. Some judges, you're remitted straight into custody after the verdict, and you stay in custody even until sentencing. Some judges, they'll let you get out and get your affairs in order so that before sentencing, so you can get your life in order. I don't know. All I know is, sir, we'll be praying for you. You told them to pray for your enemies. Maybe they prayed too hard because your enemies seem to have gotten you. They got you, sir. Maybe you should have told them to pray as hard for your enemies, sir. I don't know. God said he'll make your enemies your footstool. So I don't know. Sir, and I mean this so appropriately for you, sir. Go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late, great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And who shall ever believe?
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. So we got a couple sports stories in our Sugar Spike segment today. And so, as many of you all know, there's been a lot of buzz surrounding Caitlin Clark and her flopping around and all of this. And there's even been congressional probes into whether or not it was wrong. It was more egregious for Caitlin Clark to be given a hard foul in WNBA than anyone else. Well, the white woman you see on the far right, she's a sports columnist named Nancy Armour. And Nancy Armour was doing her best to advocate for black women and other non-white WNBA players in a column that she wrote recently for the USA Today. However, some people think that she went too far, especially a lot of white people. So here's what she said in a column. She said the following, quote, "It shouldn't need reminding this country has an awful history of black people being harmed, even killed in the name of defending white women. The WNBA's All-Star game this weekend in Chicago, Emmett Till's hometown, and a local art gallery is currently hosting an exhibit imagining his life if he hadn't been lynched. While it's incumbent on the NBA to do more to protect its players, there also should be an expectation on Clark to recognize the wider consequences of her actions." End of quote. So she was saying, and she was saying that Caitlin Clark and white journalists or sports journalists or white people across America doing everything in their power to protect this white woman, oh my God, has a history in this country. And so because the WNBA All-Star game is in Chicago, we know Emmett Till is from Chicago, she tried to equate and do this comparison. The comparison did kind of fall flat. She should have gone further to really expound on the comparison. White people took offense to it, and some black people took offense to it as well. But there were a lot of white people and a lot of white America that did not appreciate you all, this other white woman saying anything bad about Caitlin Clark or making the comparison, the Emmett Till comparison, saying how white America and this country has a history of protecting the poor white woman when there's nothing to be protected, nothing, nefarious happened to them. So, and so Nancy Armour ended up having to issue an apology after the backlash. She said, quote, "In my recent column, I made an inartful comparison with the murder of Emmett Till. I intended to connect the issues the WNBA is currently facing with its All-Star game being hosted in Till's hometown of Chicago. I obviously did not provide enough context for that." Actually, let me read the full statement. Excuse me. "However, this point stands. There is a history in this country of perceived threats to white women being weaponized against African Americans and the danger that poses to black players in the league. Players have been abused online and have been reported receiving death threats. That has to be taken more seriously. I sincerely regret that my lack of appropriate context is overshadowing that important conversation and the action that needs to be taken by the WNBA to address it directly for the benefit of all players." End of quote. So that's the statement that she made. I like her statement. I do. And I'm not saying she's wrong in her context. I think, like she said, she didn't give it enough context and didn't go further in what she said. But I did like the statement that she put out. But white America, and we know that sports journalism and a lot of these newspapers are owned by MAGA nuts and people aligned with this racist, misogynistic, discriminatory and bigoted administration. So she did have to get in front of it because she probably would have lost her job. And I'm not saying she probably still won't. Um, I think she would have been better, Janae, had she listed a few examples of this happening. You know what I'm saying? But I get where she was trying to go, making the parallel. But like I said, Caitlin Clark, White America. This is their great white hope. This is their mayonnaise princess, and they're going to do all they can to protect this white woman at all costs. In more protection of white women in the WNBA. That's that bitch Sophie Cunningham. Remember, she did the whole pointing at the black players when she felt like they had a hard foul on Caitlin Clark and all of that. The bitch ain't shit. Now she had an interview this week with ESPN. It's All Star Week for WNBA, and she expressed her thoughts on transgender athletes in women's sports, stating that she felt obligated to, quote, protect young girls in a locker room or young girls in sport who shouldn't have to go against biological men, end of quote. She was asked to elaborate on it later in the week and said the following.
On that same vein, in that story with ESPN, you talked about wanting to protect young girls who shouldn't have to go against biological men. Just can you expand your viewpoint on that?
I mean, I think I said what I said. I think it's kind of common sense. And I think I'll always believe in that. I think it's really important to protect children, and that's little girls who are also involved in that category. And so I stand on what I said, and I always believe that.
Yeah. Do you see your advocacy on that, like, taking any form going forward?
I don't know. I'm not a very political person, but I do have beliefs. I have morals, and I'll always stand on those and be true to who I am. And I think people are going to take it how they want to take it, but I've never even really said anything about that. And so when it comes just to protecting young girls in sport and women in sport, I feel very strongly about that. I think that's why you have Title IX. That's why you have some of the greats in women's sports. If Title IX and women's sports weren't protected, then you wouldn't hear about any type of women in sport. And so I think in the future, it's just really important to protect.
Do you think, I guess, along the line like that, it goes against perhaps, some people might say, hey, for the trans community, this could be something that could come back on us or be targeted against us. Like, how do you, I guess, view that sort of critique?
Like I said, I extend love, and I don't dislike anyone. Like, I think there is room for absolutely everyone here, and I think there's room to love everyone. And I truly think when you get people in the same room and you have conversations, you actually have a lot in common with a lot of people. And so I'm there to love, but I'm also there to love biological women, and I think that there are rights that need to be protected. And like I said, I'm going to stand true to that. I'll never falter in my beliefs in that, but I have never once said I hated the trans community. Like I said, I think there's space for everyone.
Sophie, what about Connecticut today? Tell us.
I wanted somebody to ask her the following. How many trans players have you ever played against? How many trans players have anyone on your team ever played against? Going all the way back to elementary, middle school, high school, college. How many? How many actual times have you ever seen a trans athlete in a locker room? Oh, wait. How many trans athletes are there in the entirety of the NCAA that has more than 400,000 athletes? At your local school district, back where you come from, how many trans athletes are there in the entirety of the K through 12 system at your local school system where you matriculated from? And I would venture to tell you her answer is going to be zero for all of that. These are people making all of these outrageous statements and laws for a problem that's not there. When the NCAA president got before Congress and was asked how many trans athletes there are in all of the NCAA, they said less than 10. Let me get you the exact number of athletes in the NCAA. In Division One, there are more than 550,000 student athletes in all divisions in the NCAA, specifically 554,298 athletes. And of that, there were less than 10 trans athletes. There's less than 5 K through 12 trans athletes in the entirety of the country. These people are bigoted, hateful people. Don't come over here, bitch, with your, oh, I don't have a problem with the trans community. I don't have a problem with anybody. I just don't want them in our locker rooms. They're not there. They're just not there. And if you knew the science, you stupid ass dick fuck, go look at the science of what happens when a person who is trans begins to take gender affirming care. Go look at the science and see exactly what it does to their body, how it diminishes a lot of the capability of their body. I'm saying in most cases, because usually they're always talking about male to female transitioning. They're never talking about female to male transitioning. So I'm going to go with what they're talking about. In the male to female transitioning, go look at, I wish our medical expert, Janae with the Y, was here, because she could tell you. There is a lot of studies that you can go and read where they go into grave detail about what happens to the body of someone who's going from male to female, transitioning from male to female, and how that reduces and diminishes what they previously could do when they were just male, and how the testosterone blockers and the added estrogen does things physiologically to their bodies. But I'm not going to even go into all of that. All of this is about your transphobia, ma'am. That's it. That's all. Because for all of you people screaming from the rooftops about, oh, we don't want trans people in sports, we don't want trans athletes in sports, what you're saying is we don't want trans women in sports, because I would guarantee you wouldn't have a problem with a trans man in sports, would you? No problem there, right? And you're making all of these, statements and coming out on your, bully pulpits and stuff for a problem that's not there. And so what you're doing is you're exposing your own transphobia and then trying to say, but I love everybody, I just don't want them in our sports. You sound like racist ass white people who used to say, oh, I love black people, I just don't want them, I don't want them participating with us. I don't want them in our restaurants with us. I don't want them in our bathrooms with us. Because guess what? They didn't want black people competing in sports either with them. They didn't. They really didn't. But I ain't got time for you, white woman. Hey, Lock Queen. Janae, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to. They do not want to hear that. In other sugar spiky news, let me sip this because I don't want to spike out from this story. I really don't want to spike out from this next story. Really gonna try not to spike out. I'm gonna do everything I can not to spike out on this story, y'all. I got to keep it together. That bitch right there in the top left, that's Congresswoman Nancy Grace. Congresswoman Nancy Mace, Republican out of the great state of South Carolina, has introduced a bill to eliminate the Congressional Black Caucus. The resolution, which was introduced on Thursday, calls for ending all race based caucuses in Congress. hmm hmm Representative Mace described caucuses like the CBC as, quote, segregation by the legislative branch, end of quote. She went on to say in a statement, quote, race-based caucuses are not about diversity. You do not get to lecture America about inclusion while running an organization checking skin color at the door or advocating for Americans of one race over another. It is discrimination under the guise of diversity. Our resolution calls it what it is and shuts it down for good. End of quote. Bitch, don't you got a resume to be sprucing up? Don't you got a LinkedIn account that you need to be, dusting off and getting prepared? Because bitch, you don't have a job nowhere in America after January 3rd. You won't have a job anywhere in America after January 3rd. This is the same vile, decrepit bitch that was castigating the employees down at the airport in South Carolina. She had to be rebuked and reprimanded for that. Now, this whore, what she does not know, I think she does know and doesn't care. Her trying to castigate and diminish entities like the Congressional Black Caucus works against her and her ilk. Because you do know most of the things that the Congressional Black Caucus has gotten passed in Congress have benefited your white ass, white women. And let me say this to you, Congressional Black Caucus. Y'all have, in the last, I would say, 10 to 15 years, have aligned yourselves with this conservative, light, centrist, democratic regime. Many of those old-time Democrats, the Eleanor Holmes Norton, Jim Clyburn, Maxine Waters, a lot of those old school Dems that been in Congress for 25, 30, and 40 years, when they were young congressmen and congresswomen, they were very progressive. But what happens is they start to get status, money. They aren't, where they were, and they become conservatives themselves. They become very conservative in their leanings, in their ideations, in their in all of their political strategies, and we see that playing out right now. This is why I always said that these older members of the CBC need to get out of the way. And I say that because look at the CBC now. The CBC is not what it used to be. It's a shadow of its former self. Nobody gives a damn in Congress about the CDC right now because all you do is put out strongly worded letters. You're of the Hakeem Jeffries' ilk, where you believe that strongly worded letters are going to effectuate change. And there's been no real change from the CBC in the last 10 to 15 years. I'll wait. Tell me what the CBC has gotten accomplished in the last 15 years. I will wait. You all couldn't even get the John Lewis voting act done. Y'all couldn't get that to even hit the floor of Congress. You couldn't even get the George Floyd Police Reform Act to hit the floor. They never hit the floor. All of your strongly worded letters do not work. Nobody respects the CDC anymore. Nobody gives a damn about your blathering about, bloviating about, or your strongly worded letters. Because they know nothing's going to come of it. And I'll go further, CBC. Notice that more and more black people are removing themselves from the political process, removing themselves from voting in elections, which is what a lot of these older CBC members want. They want less people voting. Why? Because that means that if more people vote, their old asses may be voted out because people are tired of the same fuck shit. And because people are tired, if more people get involved in this process, you could be primaried. You could be voted out. And you damn sure don't want that. Look at what happened in South Carolina with Jim Clyburn's district. We talked about that. And Nancy Mace, conveniently, is from the same great state of South Carolina. The people, the Barbara Jordans and Shirley Chisholms and Charles Rangels of the world, all of these people that helped install and enact the Congressional Black Caucus are rolling over in their graves at what the fuck this has become. People at one point knew you was not going to do anything in the Democratic Party unless you got the stamp of approval from the CBC. At this point, people don't give a damn about an endorsement from the CBC. Rather, look at all of the people that the CBC is endorsing this year in the Democratic primaries. All of these APAC-funded candidates, all of these candidates that they know ain't gonna say nothing, ain't gonna do nothing, just gonna sit the fuck down and fall in line and stay the fuck quiet on everything. They don't want no real fighters in here. They don't want anybody that's gonna effectuate change. They want more of the same. And the same is them sitting down acting like there's a problem when in all actuality, their pockets are being lined by the same political action committees that the Republicans and MAGA are getting their pockets lined with. So they act as if they are trying to get some change to happen when they're going to slow walk it and say, oh, we have to play the long game. You've been playing the long game for 20 years. How long is the game? And we don't want to hear that shit no more. When these bastards came in and in less than a year changed the whole face of the federal government, changed the face of what we know to be the government of these yet to be United States forever. They have changed this government forever in less than a year. And you bitches sat down and didn't say a fuck thing. So just as racist and egregious and as much of a fuck bitch Nancy Mace is It speaks to where you are right now in terms of your effectiveness, CBC, because there was a point in time a bitch from Congress would never think about saying something like what Nancy Mace said, much less putting it on the fucking floor of Congress. They wouldn't dare. But now they don't give a fuck. And they're saying it out loud and could give a damn about what you think. And you can have all your little, they have the CBC week in Congress, and they have all of these, real expensive, galas and balls and events and stuff, and not a fuck thing is happening to help black people. The fuck are you here for? It's a damn shame. And then these are the same CBC that's going to tell people to blindly support Hakeem Jeffries as the leader. The fuck you mean? You don't believe that shit? Let me move on because I might be the lost it. In more sugar spiky news, let's go over to education. The education department this past Thursday said that it is rescinding a long-standing policy allowing statistical disparities to serve as evidence of discrimination in schools during civil rights investigations. What that means is if you want to have a case with the Division of Civil Rights within the education department, they're not going to use statistics. No statistical disparities will be used to serve as evidence of discrimination. Let me say that again. They're not allowing statistical disparities to serve as evidence of discrimination in schools. And this is coming from the Office of Civil Rights within the Department of Education. The policy took place immediately, so it's already in effect. And what it did was it eliminated guidance dating back to 1979 that permitted the agency's Office for Civil Rights to use data showing disproportionate outcomes for students of different races when investigating alleged violations of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. Federal investigators now can no longer rely on statistical disparities alone to support discrimination findings, and instead will have to prove intentional discrimination in civil rights complaints against schools using other means. Here's their justification. They said the following in a statement, quote, "A child is so much more than a number in a data set. The left's notion of equity should never prevent teachers from keeping their classrooms and students safe. With these changes, schools will be empowered to address classroom issues without fearing the federal government will weaponize anti-discrimination laws." End of quote. The Department of Education is saying that these changes will help ensure fair enforcement of Title VI as intended by Congress, and that it will give schools greater flexibility to address disciplinary issues without fear of federal investigations. What this means is they are saying at this point, you cannot say that there's ever been racism, discrimination, or of any kind. You cannot use the fact that there has been a history of racism, bigotry, discrimination in any school, any school district, any state department of education when filing, investigations with the Office of Civil Rights at the Department of Education. So what they're saying is they're acting as if there's no history. This will effectively basically say there's no history of racism, discrimination, bigotry, misogyny, homophobia. They're saying none of that um, at this point existed. And you cannot use that as evidence of anything. Yeah, pretty much, Xavier. Here we are. This is another example of what I mean when I say, when you got the Dems saying, oh, we can't do that. We have to play the long game and not do things so quickly. These bastards are changing the face of this country in lightning speed. With that, which went into effect immediately, they basically, in one fell swoop, eliminated all of the history of racism, bigotry, and discrimination, and said you can no longer use it as evidence of any impropriety in the public school system. Let that settle in. This is dangerous. So if you live in a state like Mississippi, where schools have systemically been underfunded, where there's been systemic racism, and if you have blatant racism, you have to then jump through extra hoops now to prove that your school system is being inherently racist, because you can't use any of the data that proves that. Now, hopefully, and I would imagine all civil rights groups across America will be suing the Department of Education for this, because this would be like you going into court and someone's accused of rape, and they've raped and sexually assaulted multiple people, and them saying, yeah, you can't use his history of sexual assault or his history of rape. You can't use that. What? Here we are. In our last sugar spiky story. I'm glad Terrence is not in here, because he might be spiking out over this. So the Pentagon at first was reporting that there were 18 service members that had died in the Iran war. Then magically on Thursday, they changed it and said it went from Thursday it went from 18 to back down to 14. And at first, the people from the Pentagon, when questioned about this, said that it was because the president, we were not counting those people who died after the president declared a ceasefire back in April. So they don't count toward the total. Then when pressed on it again, Pentagon officials, the official spokesperson for the Pentagon, blamed it on a, quote, temporary data disruption, end of quote. So now they don't know, they ain't got their story straight. One part of the Pentagon is saying that it's because we don't count those people because it happened after we declared, President Donald John declared a ceasefire. And then the other part of the Pentagon is saying, oh, that was a temporary data disruption. Well, which is it? Whatever the fuck it is, this shit is wrong, and it has not been corrected. So basically, you denigrate. You've already had the alleged commander-in-chief completely disrespect and denigrate the legacy of these service members by multiple ways. You got everybody, all of the chiefs and generals and that were there to receive the bodies. They all know, bow your head, because that shows a side, the solemnity of the situation, the respect you have for the dead. This the only bitch with his head up and not bowing his head. Then he lies on these service members and says that, oh, they told him that they wanted him to make sure that Iran didn't have a nuclear weapon, and he's never spoken to these people in his lives. Completely disrespectful of our service members. Completely. And now they are diminishing these people even further by saying, yeah, don't worry about them. We're not counting them toward the numbers. This falls in line with the fact that there are actual service members that are on record now. I saw the reports that are saying that, get this now. Now I want y'all to hold your hats when I tell you this. Actual service members over there are saying that their wives and families are being told false truths about their injuries. There are actual members of our armed forces over there fighting who are in the hospitals, who are badly injured, who are maimed in some cases, and have that. One service member said that he had multiple life-saving surgeries, and when his wife was told what was going on to him, he said that his wife was told that he was back on duty. And they justified it by saying that his duty was to get better. You see how they play the game? This is what we have going on. Let me say that again. This administration, this Pentagon is lying to service members' families about their injuries. Let me say that again. These people are fucking lying to someone's wife about, or husband, about the safety and well-being of fucking people sitting in a goddamn military hospital. Janae must have went and woke Terrence up. Terrence was over there asleep, Janae. You would have woke him up so he could spike out about this. Terrence was over there minding his own business, catching some extra sleep this morning over in LA. So now it's not even Hegseth. Now it's people in the chain of command. Now the military brass up and down the chain of command are now lying. They're lying. Hello, sir.
Look here, bro. Hey, let me start with that. Hey, bro, how you doing?
How are you today, sir?
Been dealing with a lot of shit, but yeah, this one I woke up for. I wasn't sure if you were gonna talk about this or not, but I woke up for this one. Um, I told y'all they were doing this shit. I told y'all they were doing this shit 3 to 4 days ago. I reported on that 3 to 4 days ago. They were lying about these damn casualties. They were lying about everything. El Teddy, you don't fly in 150 extra medical personnel into Landstuhl, which is like the highest level of military trauma center in fucking Europe. You don't fly in an extra 150 medical personnel because everything is going okay. You don't fly in a bunch of extra goddamn surgeons and nurses and other medical professionals. You don't fly them in like at the drop of a hat, at moment's notice. You don't fly those people in and everything is doing oh fucking K. All right. Taking these people off of the list of names that have died during this war, I'll tell you, we've never done that. Not a single time have we ever taken people's names off of a list and said, oh, no, 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 no. This happened during the ceasefire, so it doesn't count as happening during the war. Because I'm gonna tell you what. Sorry, got to get myself together on this one. The thing is that changing the designation from being a casualty of war to not being a casualty of war changes the benefits that those soldiers receive.
Mm.
It changes the amount of SGLI payout that those soldiers and their families receive. El Teddy, SGLI when I was in was about 400K. If I would have passed away in Iraq for any reason whatsoever, my family would not have gotten just that 400K. There was additional money that was coming to them if something would have happened to me in a combat zone. What they're trying to do is save a buck. That is what the reality is. It's got nothing to do. It's got nothing to do with his fucking ego because it's got everything to do with their goddamn egos. But their egos and the budget. Their egos and the budget. That is what this is about. All right. If they admit that they've botched this thing completely, now they've got the military who. Now they've got the military who is absolutely going to say, you know what, y'all are fucked. We're done.
Let me tell you something. I've said this many times over, and I'm gonna say it again. When this shit is up and this administration is out, I'm cleaning house in the Pentagon. Every fucking swinging dick in that motherfucker has got to fucking go. I'm sorry.
They just
Because again, when you got people who are sitting in a bed clinging to life, their wife, husband is calling to check the status of that loved one, family member, child, son, daughter, nephew, grandson, niece, whatever they are, and you lie to these people about the nature of the injuries or the severity of those injuries, and you do that and are okay with that, we're at a whole different ball game now.
we are. We are. And the crazy thing is, El Teddy, somebody high up in the Pentagon just got fired because he was on record saying, yeah, I'm not worried about none of this because once this administration is out of here, we're going to reverse everything that they did in this Pentagon. That gentleman was fired yesterday.
That's why they were going after Senator Kelly so bad, cause they know he know, and they were trying to get all of these people to buck up against him and say he was wrong. They were taking him to court trying to remove his pensions and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And the thing is that, hey, PD Kegs breath. Here's the reality, brother. Hate to tell you this, but everything that you accused, everything you accused that senator of doing, everything you accused that man of doing, you are actively doing while sitting in the seat of power. So, my guy, um, you too are a retired reserve officer. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. We've got documentation of your fucking war crimes and misdeeds and misgivings and misdoings. Oh,
Hey,
it's
too
all over the
feisty.
damn. It's all over the damn internet. My guy, doing what you did to Senator Kelly, you have now opened yourself up to the exact same thing happening to you. And I hope they got the balls to fucking do it. But as we have covered here most of the time, the Democratic Party right now is completely neutered and feckless. So I don't think anything is going to happen.
I'll just say this. I want everybody that has any amount of leadership in this military, all of them gone. I don't give a shit. All of them. Get rid of all of them. I get rid of them all because you sat back and you thought it was okay to be okay with this. You sat back, you didn't say anything, you followed illegal orders, you sat back and were directly responsible for the diminution of our U.S. military. And you were okay with that because I guess they promised you something. And so when these bastards are going, they're not going to be able to protect you.
They're not. And I need them to remember something. And I need the United States of America. I need the people of this fucking country to remember something. Hey, dumbasses. Guess what? If they did this, they'll do this to us. They'll do this to all of us. If they're doing this to the United States military, who they claim to love so much and have so much respect for and so much reverence for, if they'll do this to us, what do you think they'll do to y'all? Do you think this just stops with the veterans? No. They're coming after the people who can actually affect change in this country. They're going after these senators who are telling the military, rightfully so, hey, you don't have to follow an illegal order. They're going after them. Now they're removing names and hiding casualties. At this point, El Teddy, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: we're no better than China. We're no better than Russia. We're no better than fucking North Korea when it comes to this shit. Because if you notice this, all of those countries too also spend a lot more money on their military than they do their people. And then the people who should be actually no shit screaming at the top of their lungs for this president to stop his action, the only thing they're doing is passing bills and legislation that are completely toothless. They just passed another resolution that's just basically a strongly worded letter to tell the president to stop what he's doing and bring those guys home in Iran.
Mm.
And they're not stopping. They're not going to stop because in order for it to go into law, he has to sign it or let it sit on his desk for 10 days. And you know they won't let that sit on his desk for 10 days. And then you know when it comes back, they won't have enough. They won't have a 2/3 majority
Oh, it didn't
overrule
get
it.
past the Senate though. It got past the House. It didn't get past the Senate because fuckboy Fetterman decided that he would vote with the Republicans.
Can he just switch parties already? I'm tired of his lurch looking ass, looking half dead, walking around fucking Capitol Hill. I need him to just go like take a long walk off a short pier into a very deep lagoon.
Here we are. Here
Yep.
we are. They do not care about you. They do not care about us. They
These
don't.
are,
They don't care about the military. They don't care about anything but their own selfish ambitions. That's it. That's all.
hmm Mind you, these are the same people who don't know the difference between capitalism, communism, and socialism.
God forbid you ask them to pick up a book.
hmm Yeah. So my this is all bad, dude. Like this is this is this is how you get people to not join the military. This is how you get people who were thinking about staying in and doing another tour. This is how you get those people saying, "Oh, word, nah, I'm out." All right, the military, all branches of the military are screaming from the top of their lungs, "Oh, we've met our recruiting goals for the year. It's only the end of July. You know, we're usually right up against the numbers up until September, almost October, and we met them early this year." Tell Teddy, normally that happens when the job market sucks, and the job market sucks right now.
Meanwhile, across town, we got a whole fucking war going on, and I just saw came across my crawl that IRGC that says that they destroyed several U.S. warplanes on the ground.
A firm,
Here we are.
A firm, confirm. I can confirm that. That is
Exactly.
more than like that is about 90% true because when they hit uh Israel, wait, was it Israel? No, when they hit Jordan, they hit F-35 shelters. They hit F-35 shelters on the ground in Jordan. And they've been doing the same thing at Al Udeid and they've been doing the same thing at Al Dhafra. So if they're saying that they hit more planes on the ground, it's probably true.
Here we are. I didn't want you to have to spike out, but I figured you might. Like I spiked out about the CBC and their fuck shit.
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
here's having a better rest of your day, and you having a better couple days than I am because I'm still working with one hand. I figure by tomorrow I'll be able to use my other hand better. We'll see. Try it out tomorrow.
All right, sir. Feel better.
Thank you, sir. Friend, where was you when I was looking for you earlier? Thank you, sir, for coming up and adding your commentary. Friend, I was looking for you earlier when we was talking about the pastor over in Louisiana, Pastor Dale Sanders. Where was you at? Uh-huh. Hey, the informed. Now is a good time, if you have not done so already, to support the platform. We over here, we're working through the pain. We're bringing you this. We're bringing you this to make sure that you know we are here for y'all. Okay, we are here for y'all. If you want to donate to the platform, we don't ask for a lot. We ask for you to just send your shoe size. Whatever your shoe size is, send that. If you wear 8.5, send $8.50. If you wear size 11, send $11. See how easy that is? We don't ask for a lot. Just your shoe size. That's it. But now we're about halfway through. It's a great time for you all to donate to the platform. Um, we do this often, and we love bringing you all silly Saturdays. So please, ma'am, please, sir, consider donating to the platform. All right. It's time for Kornaki's Khakis Corner. And today, I have a personal stake in Kornaki's Khakis Corner today. Today on Kornaki's Khakis Corner, we are going to the great state of Florida, and we're going to my district, the district where I vote, Florida's 24th Congressional District. Now, what you'll know about Florida's 24th Congressional District, it goes from Miami-Dade County all the way up through Broward County. Let me see if I can pull up a map of Florida's 24th Congressional District, where my home resides, where I vote. Get y'all a map. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get y'all a map so y'all can see where it's at. Hold on. Hold your line. Wait, I just closed it by mistake. Hold on. Hold your line. I can't even get the map. Whatever. I can't get the map, but just know it goes from Miami, northern part of Miami-Dade County. It goes up through Broward County, and it is a black district. So much so, there are no Republicans running in the primary in this district. This is one of the blackest of black districts. There. It is a very hotly contested race in this Democratic primary. It is, I know just about everybody. Everybody that's in this primary, I know them personally, meaning I've sat down with them, talked to them. One of the people in the primary is my own personal attorney. Yes. And I'm not, he's not the one I'm going to vote for. Either one is a great friend of mine. The other one is my former mayor. Like this is a very hotly contested. I know where the bodies are buried with these people. Okay. So I'm telling you, this is, to me, this race is going to show that, like I said, this is one of the blackest of black districts in Florida, and it's going to really give the Democratic Party a good look of where a lot of black folks' thinking is with regard to establishment Dems versus progressive Dems. Thank you for your super chat, DPG. DPG said, my feet swollen today, so 8 times 2 is 16. Thank you so much, DPG. Thank you so much. Thank you, D Inform, for your Cash App, D Inform. Thank you so much for sending your shoe size over here. So let's get down to the people now. All right, let's get down to all of the people running. All right. I should be able to do this without my notes, but I'll still pull my notes up. So, first up, you have Marshall Davis. Marshall is the director and founder of the Marshall L. Davis Senior African Heritage Cultural Arts Center. It is a great place if you've ever been there. It's in Liberty City. It's on the corner of 62nd Street and 22nd Avenue. The Cultural Arts Center has been there for years. It's been there as long as I've been alive. As long as I've been alive, it's been there. But it's a place, it's a resource center for if you want to have events there for the community, you can have it there. They have after school programs there, summer camp programs there. It, like I said, the African Heritage Cultural, Marshall Davis African Heritage Cultural Arts Center has been there as long as I've been alive. It is a staple in the Liberty City area in Miami. And Marshall Davis is the founder and he's the director and founder of that. Very well regarded and respected within the black community in Miami, in the Liberty City community in Miami. But he doesn't have an Ice Cube chance in hell of winning this. Oliver Gilbert is one of the front runners. Now, Oliver Gilbert, excuse me, he's the former mayor of the city of Miami Gardens, where my home resides. He's also he's now this Miami-Dade. He's a Miami-Dade County commissioner, and he was the chair of the Miami-Dade County Commission. But he's still on that commission, and he's one of the front runners for this seat. He got a lot of baggage, though, y'all. A lot of baggage. He is the establishment Dems pick, okay? He is the pick by the establishment Dems. He has been backed by. There are a lot of people backing him. Frederica Wilson, who's the incumbent, she's the current congressman for Florida's 24th district. She's endorsed him. The AFL-CIO has endorsed him and Chevron Jones both, but that's that. The SEIU, the local Miami chapter of SEIU has endorsed him. And he's been endorsed by the mayor of Miami, Eileen Higgins, who is an establishment Dem, as well as the mayor of Miami-Dade County, Daniela Levine Cava, who's also an establishment Dem. They both have endorsed him, Oliver Gilbert. Chevron Jones is my pick. Good friend of mine, Chevron Jones. Chevron Jones, he's the state senator. He's a Florida state senator, and he's the chair of he's the minority leader in the Florida State Senate. He is the Florida State minority leader. All right, state Senate minority leader. He's been endorsed by a slew of local officials, like commissioners from Broward to Dade County to Broward. He has, while Oliver Gilbert has a lot of Miami endorsements, Chevron Jones has a lot of Broward County endorsements. Richie Torres, which y'all know how I feel about him. He has endorsed Chevron Jones, but that's because Chevron Jones is an openly gay black man, and so Richie Torres endorsed him for that reason. But let's be clear, Chevron Jones is the progressive pick. All right, Chevron Jones is the progressive pick in this election. He's also being endorsed by Teddy Bridgewater. AFL-CIO also is endorsing Chevron Jones along with Oliver Gilbert. United Teachers of Dade, which is the teachers union that I was a member of, they are endorsing him. Equality Political Action Committee is endorsing Chevron Jones. 314 Action is endorsing him. LGBTQ Victory Fund is endorsing him. The Democratic Hispanic Caucus of Florida is also endorsing Chevron Jones. Another establishment pick is Kendrick Meek Jr. Now, his father was the sitting congressman for this district prior to Frederica Wilson. Kendrick Meek Sr. was the representative congressman for this district when he ran against Marco Rubio for senator and lost. That's how Frederica Wilson got this seat. And so Kendrick Meek Jr. is the son of Kendrick Meek Sr., who had this seat. Now, former U.S. Senator Bill Nelson has endorsed Kendrick Meek Jr. So, of course, Kendrick Meek Sr. is getting all of these establishment Dem endorsements for his son. All right. So Kendrick Meek Jr., he's endorsed by former U.S. Senator Bill Nelson, by Representative Jim Clyburn of South Carolina, Representative Stephen Horsford of Nevada, and Representative Joyce Beatty of Ohio, former president of the Congressional Black Caucus. He's also being endorsed by Alonzo Mourning, former Miami Heat basketball player. You have Rudy Moise, who's a doctor and a military vet. He was a medic in the military for many years. He's also a medical doctor. He runs for a lot of positions within the South Florida area. So if you lived in South Florida at any point, you know him. You've seen Rudy Moise's face on a lot of things. He is Haitian American. And he has he runs for a lot of stuff. Gene Monestein is a former Miami-Dade County commissioner, and he has a large following within the Haitian community. A large following in the Haitian community. Did a lot for the North Miami Beach area. The Haitian vote is going to be very powerful in this seat because there's a huge Haitian population here. And then Roderick Vereen, that's my attorney, that's my personal attorney. But great friend of mine. He's running. Rod has run for a few positions before. He has not been successful in that, but he is a fierce and formidable attorney. Like, he's one of those baby, when he walked into the courtroom, you know, he has a great track record, great uh, 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 um history in terms of his ability in the courtroom. His litigation skills are unparalleled as a defense attorney. Great attorney. I love him to death. I'll probably call him later. Anyway, but he's running as well. As I stated earlier, the two front runners are Oliver Gilbert and Chevron Jones. Oliver Gilbert, though, has raised, if I'm not mistaken, let me check again. Oliver Gilbert has raised the most money. Believe it or not, Rudy Moise, who has his own money, has raised. Actually, Rudy Moise has raised the most money. He's a very wealthy man. He's raised his own money. So he's raised the most. Oliver Gilbert has raised the second most. And the third most amount of money is Kendrick Meek, because, like I said, his father is basically running that campaign, getting him a lot of money. While Chevron Jones hasn't raised as much money as the rest of them, he has the best name recognition along with Oliver Gilbert, and he's getting the lion's share of the endorsements that are probably going to move the district. So right now, it's a toss up between Chevron Jones and Oliver Gilbert. Those two, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see who runs it, but they are. It is a matter of fact. Chevron Jones just got Trayvon Martin's mom to endorse him, and she's been campaigning with him as well. So it's a very fierce battle in this race. So we'll see who wins. Those primaries are on, I believe, the August. It's coming up in August. I believe that's on the 18th. I believe it's August 18th. Let me check that for y'all. Let me check that. Yes, August 18th is that primary. So we'll keep you posted on that. All right. It's time for our old school gospel feature. Now listen, I'd be very surprised if this one made it without YouTube shutting us down. It's an old classic now. It's an old classic. It's a good one too. A good one too. Let me put the Twitch link in the chat. I would just listen, because this one, they usually get me when I do this person's stuff. They usually get us when we do this person. So I let me put the Twitch in the chat. Go over to Twitch and enjoy it uninterrupted from Twitch. I'm gonna play it all the way through, and we'll just come back when YouTube stop acting up. But we got a good old school gospel feature today. Our feature today for our old school gospel feature is none other than wait, who did I have? Listen, I don't forgot. Listen, because I did it last night. I think I done forgot who I That's a mess. I think I done forgot who I picked for our old school gospel feature. Hold on. Oh, I remember now. This is Ricky Dillard and New G. It's Ricky Dillard and New G. The song is Sold Out, featuring Valerie Griffin. And if you know this song, you know you're going to have a good time. If your choir ain't never sang Sold Out by Ricky Dillard and New G, featuring Valerie Griffin, your choir ain't sang. Enjoy Valerie Griffin with Ricky Dillard and New G, Sold Out. Enjoy. Grab your tambourines. Grab your scrub boards. Grab your cowbell. Grab your bass drum and get it in. Y'all know Tracy W over there on the floor. That was sold out. That was sold out. And we appreciate that. You know, some of these new school churches, they don't sing like that no more. They don't feel the spirit. I feel them like white man with the pink shirt.
Come on. I believe God gave you a breakthrough. I believe God gave you a breakthrough. Come on. Praise Him. Glory. 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 I'll take my breakthrough. Praise Him till someone feels uncomfortable. Jesus. Jesus. Hey! Hooray!
Felt that thing. Felt that thing. Just saying. Felt that thing. You didn't feel it? You didn't feel white man with the pink shirt? I felt that thing. I felt that thing. You didn't feel it. You didn't feel a white man with the pink shirt. He wasn't giving you what you needed. Just saying. Cha. Anyway, we thank God. Oh, they can't hear me? YouTube be tripping. I told y'all YouTube was gonna be tripping. I told y'all YouTube was gonna trip. I told y'all that. I knew that. I told y'all to go over the Twitch because YouTube is tripping. But I'm over here shouting like white man with the pink shirt.
Come on. I believe God gave you a breakthrough. I believe God gave you a breakthrough. Come on. Praise Him. Glory. 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 I'll take my breakthrough. Praise Him till someone feels uncomfortable. Jesus. Jesus. Hey. Hooray.
I'm just saying. Hey, Miss E. Cha. Anyway, that was sold out. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It's time for This Day in Music. It's time for This Day in Music, y'all. Now listen. I got what I believe is a good year this year. I think this is a good year. I think some of y'all will enjoy the year that we have for This Day in Music. Now, for those new here, when we do our music segments, we take a year and we look at the top for This Day in Music. We look at the top 10 R&B singles or the top 10 R&B songs on this day of a particular year. So what year do you believe that we will be doing for today's This Day in Music segment? I got 1988. I got 2003. I got 78. What? Any more guesses? I got 278s. The year. 98, 89, 2015, 73, 87. We'll be looking at the top 10 R&B singles on July 25th in the year of our Lord 1991. The year is 1991. Let's see what we were bopping to in the summer of 1991. Dear God, summer of 91, I was going into seventh grade. Lord. Yeah, I was going to seventh grade. I just got out of sixth grade. I was going to seventh grade. Lord. Child. Cure. Let's see what we were listening to. Number 10. Oh, we starting off good. Let's chill. Let's settle down. Cause that's what I wanna do. Ow! Just me and you. Listen, the first time, ow, I saw your face. Ow, ow. Listen, Let's Chill was a whole. Listen. Let's Chill don't owe me nothing. This was my song, y'all. Listen. All my love is for you. Listen. You're the only one I will do. Y'all forgive me, I barely got a voice. You're the only one I want in my life. And for you I make the sacrifice. Oh. I'm infirmed, y'all. Doing the best I can. But let's chill. And then you got Ralph Tresvant at number 9. I gotta do what I gotta do and break her heart. Ow, ow. Listen, this was actually a good song, Ralph. Ralph, I actually like this song. I really did like that song. I gotta do what I gotta do and break her heart. Cause I love you. I'm just saying. We starting off pretty good. I ain't gonna hold you. We starting off pretty good. Number 8. Motown feeling back again. In the East Coast. Motown feeling going on. Not too hard, not too soft. Do nada, do nada, da da da. You know, this is the infamous Boys to Men, ABC, BBD. I mean, this is the first single from Boys to Men. It was jamming. You would think that they would come out. Wait, was this first or was End of the Road? I think this was their first single. I think End of the Road came after this. But you would think with a group that sings with the harmonies that Boys to Men sang with, that their first song would be like a ballad or something that just, displays their vocal abilities. I mean, they did have the part in the middle where they said that did kind of show off their voices, but this was an upbeat, up-tempo dancing song. I'm just saying. For a first single, this was a little, but it went off from there. Listen, that's Luther is at number 7. Holding closer, in a minute, every hour, with the power of love. Come on, Luther. My favorite part of this song by Luther was when we walk down the street, we have everything you. Oh, we love, don't need to hide. We got something burning inside. Ooh, we got love. All of the power is the greatest power of them all. Luther was singing. Just saying. Listen. Lufa, Power of Love. Listen, we only on number 7. Come through 1991. We was over here jamming in 91. We was over here jamming. Number 6. Listen. These white boys over here. Where was one black boy? Wasn't it one black boy in Color Me Bad? It was one black boy. And this is ooh, I wanna sex you up. I'm just saying. Ooh, you feel so right. I'm just saying. You know, hey, pretty lady, I need you. Listen, they ain't owe me nothing. They was singing Color Me Bad. Color Me Bad had some joints, though. You know, they had, what was my other song about Color Me Bad? All for Love. Oh, God, I used to love All for Love. And I adore me more. Remember that song? Child. Color Me Bad had the little white boy. Then they had the one black boy that had the little braids in his head. Had the weave in his head. Remember the black boy had the weave in his head? I'm just saying. Color Me Bad, I want to sex you up. Yeah. Pretty good song. Tick tock, you don't stop. To the tick tock, you don't stop. To the. Come on now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? I can face another day. I'll give anything to see the sun again. Only you can stop these tears from falling. Come on, Peebo. Baby, can you stop? Can you stop the rain? Listen. God, you know, may he rest in power. People, you know, we just put people to rest. May he rest in power and peace. People was singing on Can You Stop the Rain? Just saying. People had us in the chokehold going all the way to the 80s, honey. Baby, listen. But yeah, early 90s, he had this. He had all of them Disney songs, you know. Beauty and the Beast and A Whole New World and stuff. You're just saying. Baby, listen. I was here for this. Come on, Peebo. Come through. Listen. Let the beat hit 'em. Let the music take control. The beat goes round and round and up and down, and let the beat hit 'em. Got to learn to let go, 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 go. Everybody move it to the beat. Ow! Come on, Lisa. Listen. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. Now, the older black folks, they had Tina Marie. After Tina Marie, you had Lisa. Lisa and Colt Jam didn't owe me nothing. Listen, it was Tina Marie, and then it was Lisa and Colt Jam. Now, Lisa was Hispanic. She wasn't white. Tina Marie was white. Lisa, I should say. She was Hispanic and was singing her fucking face off. It sounds like in the summer of 1991, we was here for all of the day. We was trying to dance. Baby, we was out in them streets dancing, okay? There was no internet to be found. Baby, we didn't have no cell phones. We had a Walkman, okay? We had a Walkman with our headphones, with the little foam headphones on, okay? I'm just saying. We had a cassette Walkman. Did you had a fanny pack that had all your cassette tapes that you was going to interchange in your Walkman? Did I'm just saying. Outside. You know, in 1991, I was little. I couldn't afford no CD player. But I had my cassette Walkman. Did I'm just saying. But Lisa, let the beat here. Listen, the Deltas in our at my school at Florida State, the Deltas, this was their stroll song. And baby, when I tell you, them helpers used to stroll the Union down, baby, listen. When Let the Beat Hit 'Em came on, and you see them Deltas come out, baby, you better get out the way. They didn't play round. They did not play round, honey. Cha. Number 3. Don't wake me, I'm dreaming. No, don't wake me, I'm dreaming. If I'm dreaming, just let me sleep. Don't wake me up till my dream is complete. If I'm dreaming, just leave me alone. Turn off the lights and unplug the phone. Listen, this was Diddy's first boy toy. Let's be clear. Diddy had a stream of boy toys. Christopher Williams, light-skinned, high yellow Christopher Williams, was one of Diddy's first boy toys back in the day. Okay. And I'm Dreaming was a jam. I'm sorry. This was my song. I'm Dreaming. Listen. No, he's still over there against the fireplace at the Intercontinental, child. DM4, listen, you know, this was Diddy's first boy toy. The way he used to be playing around, probably slobbing all over Christopher Williams' knob. I'm just saying. Child, I'm Dreaming don't owe me nothing. Baby, we got a great list. This is a great playlist here. 1991 said, listen, we're here for it. Here for all of the smoke. Child, all of the smoke. Child, this was my jam. Number 2, listen, kiddos. If y'all want to see a black woman stand to the microphone and just sing her fucking face off, just search on YouTube, Lisa Fisher, How Can I Ease the Pain live. How can I ease the pain when I know you're coming back again? How can I ease the pain in my heart? Listen. Mama was over there singing background. I think she was singing background for Luther. I think Lisa Fisher, somebody will correct me. I think Lisa was out here singing background for Luther. And Luther said, hey, baby, listen. You are playing around. And she really didn't want to be no front. She was happy being a background singer. They said, no, baby, listen. You need to go your ass out there and get your ass in front. Lisa Fisher singing How Can I Ease the Pain? Listen. Don't owe me nothing. Some of the best vocals that you're going to hear. Do you hear me? Some of the best. Just go, kiddos. If you're watching this and you don't know who this woman is, go search on YouTube, Lisa Fisher. How Can I Ease the Pain live? Or when she sang Down to the Apollo. One of the mama sat there and just gonna flat-footed sang her fucking face off. High notes and all. You know, she hit the little high note toward the end. Baby, listen. Well, I need to go listen to this when we get off. God. Come on, Lisa. Lisa don't owe me nothing. Baby, she don't owe me nothing for this song. Yes, she was singing like the rent was due. Chat, baby, Complex 613. This list here. Now, I know who's number one. Now, some of my ladies of a certain age, just prepare yourself. I'm giving my ladies of a certain age a moment to go to the to your closet, grab a towel, and sit it underneath you, because you're gonna need a towel. Ladies of a certain age, I'm telling you, some of y'all, just go get a towel. I'm giving you a moment. Go to your towel closet, get a towel, and sit it underneath you, okay? Just give you a second. I'm going to give you 10 more good seconds, okay? You got 10 seconds to go get a towel and sit it underneath you, okay? For some of my ladies. That's all right. You good? You all right? You got your towel. You waiting. Y'all good? Levert. Baby, I'm ready. Right, Levert. Now, I know my women of a certain age, once they see Gerald Levert on screen, they immediately turn into Niagara Falls. They immediately turn into, listen, I told you, I told y'all, I gave you ample time to go and get yourself prepared. I gave y'all enough time. You can have all of my love. Listen. I gave y'all ample time. I tried to prepare y'all. I knew. Listen, Gerald Levert proves that you ain't got to have the best body. You ain't even got to have the best voice. Now, Gerald Levert can sing. I'm not saying he ain't got a great voice, because he does. You ain't got to have the best body. You ain't even have the best voice. He has a great voice. But if you got enough sex appeal, you can go out there and even years and years and years after you done gone on to the great beyond, still have the ladies getting wet. Child. Baby, listen. I'm just telling you. Baby, listen. I'm just saying. Listen, this list, quiet as it's kept, don't owe us nothing. This list, quiet as it's kept, don't owe us nothing. Let's go back. Shout out to the year of our Lord, 1991. Because this is a great list. Here's the top 10 R&B songs on July 25th in the year of our Lord's 1991. Number 10, Let's Chill. Guy, Let's Chill. Number 9, Ralph Tresvant, I gotta do what I gotta do and break her heart. Number 8, Motown Philly, back again. Boys to Men, Motown Philly. Number 7, Power of Love, Love Power. With the power of love, going higher every minute and every hour. With the power of love. Luther Vandross, Power of Love, Love Power. Number 6, Color Me Bad. I wanna sex you up. Number 5, Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? People, Bryson, can you stop the rain? Number 4, Let the beat hit 'em Let the music take control. The beat goes around and up and down. Lisa, and Colt Jam. Let the beat hit them. Number 3. Don't wake me. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. Christopher Williams. Number 2. How can I ease the pain? How can I ease the pain? Lisa Fisher. And the number 1 song, Baby I'm Ready, by Levert. Listen. This something to listen. Now, 1991 is trying to compete with the legendary all-time list. Remember that legendary 1994 all-time legendary list? 1991 there came and said, girl, I'm right here. If not, snatching your wig. Now, we know there was that one year. That was a few years back now. The legendary 1994 list that we had that one time. That was like, yeah, it's this list and everything else. Now, we have another list that rivals that. Shout out to 1991. It's time for us to look at the top 5 rap and hip-hop singles from a particular year. What year are you guessing that we're going to be doing for our top rap and hip-hop songs? Let's see. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you, Montrez. You know, you need to go back and listen to every single one of them. I'm not gonna hold you, Montrez. You need to know every single one of those songs. I'm not gonna hold you, Montrez. It's a must. Every song from that 1991 list is a must. Is a must. It is. The year is 1986. Now, let me tell y'all something. I had to really go into the archives because they were not keeping rap songs on the Billboard charts at that time. So I had to go to this website where I had to look at radio that gives you a history of songs and how they were played on the radio at the time. It was a lot of digging, y'all, a lot of digging. But we found top 5. It wasn't even on this day. It was during the month of July, okay? So this is the top 5 rap songs in the month of July because, like I said, they were not charting rap songs at the time. They were not even charting rap songs at the time. So let's look at the top 5 songs in terms of radio play in the month of July in the year of our Lord, 1986. Shall we? Number 5. Now, Pee Wee Herman was all the rage. So there was a song by Bluesky Love where you had to do doom 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 doom. Remember that song? And you had the stupid little Pee Wee Herman dance and stuff. And there was a Pee Wee Herman movie that came out. So there was a rap song that came out on the soundtrack for the Pee Wee Herman movie. And this song was by Bluesky Love. It was a rap group, actually. But I remember that beat. Doom, 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 doom. Number 4 is Houdini. One love, one love. You're lucky if you have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky if you have just one. Now, if you was alive during this time, you remember this song. If you were alive during this time, you remember this song. I'm just saying. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one love. One love, one love. You're lucky just to have just one. It was hey, number 4. This the early days of rap, y'all. Early days of rap. Number 3, Eric B. and Rakim. Eric B is president. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm not gonna hold you. If people ever ask me who's my favorite rapper, Rakim is the best rapper of all time in my estimation. For me, it's Rakim and everybody else. Let me say that again. For me, it is Rakim and then everybody else. Oh, go listen to it. Listen. Eric B is president is before, because in this stage, Eric B pretty much was the front man. And after this, really after these 2 singles came out, My Melody and Eric B, Rakim was featured, and Rakim just took over and just started changing the game for, like, Rakim. Listen, and even though after this it was still Eric B and Rakim, Rakim was the front man, Rakim was the star, and Eric B was the sidekick after this. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen. Then you got Timex Social Club. Look at all these rumors around me every day. I just need some time to get away from all these rumors. Can't take it no more. My best friend said, why never meet the girl next door? Remember that? Very popular song. Very, very popular song at the time. Very popular song. And the number 1 rap song in July of 1986. My Adidas. Listen. My Adidas. My Adidas by Run DMC. Now, Peter Piper was big at the time too, but My Adidas was the number 1 song. Number 1 rap song in July of 1986. Listen. If you've heard of Run DMC, you've heard My Adidas. If you have heard Run DMC in your life, you have heard My Adidas. I ain't gonna hold you. You have. I'm just saying. Let's go back down memory lane. Top 5 rap songs in July of 1986. Number 5, Pee-wee's Dance by Joski Love. Number 4, One Love by Houdini. Number 3, Eric B is President by Eric B and Rakim. Number 2, Rumors, Timex Social Club. And the number 1 song, My Adidas by Run DMC. All right. It's time for our video breakdown. God be with us. It is time for our video breakdown. Let's see. Let's see what my algorithm. Let's see what my algorithm has in store for us today. Fred, don't be looking too hard at my man, okay? Hey, man. Don't be looking too hard at my man. Here's our first video breakdown.
I got a DNA test on my son because he told me he wanted to be a police officer when he grow up.
Batman superpowers or Spider-Man?
I told him we was doing the test to see if he had Spider-Man powers or Superman powers.
Come out.
When I was little, I wanted to be a limo driver. I wanted to be an exterminator because we had roaches and shit. But I ain't never wanted to be no damn police. I loved that little boy to death. But it scared me to death when he said he wanted to be the police. So I had to go and check and make sure for myself. And there you go. That little nigga was not mine.
This is why we can't have nice things. This right here is exactly why we can't have nice things. This is why. The boy said he wanted to be a goddamn police officer. What's the problem? I'm just, I don't know. Again, why do they give you niggas the internet? Here's our next video breakdown.
This bitch hard. Damn, this bitch hard, big bro. What you pay for this?
Don't even worry about it, little bro.
Look, bro. Oh, yeah, this nigga goofy. And he left this bitch running? What the fuck is... Bro, this ain't what you want in this bitch gang. What is you doing?
Just go ahead on.
Get out the car.
You might want
Get out the car. Get the fuck out the car. Them boys was sitting in that bitch like some silent assassins. Real ninjas. Yeah, go ahead and get out the car. Get out.
Yeah, you might want to get out. That ain't, listen. He got out that car with it running because he knew, yeah, we ain't worried. He knew. He said, yeah, we ain't worried. I don't know why. I don't know why you thought you was just gonna steal somebody's car. But yeah. They were ready. You were not ready. They were. You were not ready, sir. They were ready for you. Then he grabbed his head, Miss E, like, bro, what the fuck you think you doing? Listen, you might want to get out the car. Here's our next video breakdown. Bitch. I ain't even mad at it. I'm over here. Why the fuck you worried about what the fuck I got going on? Let me eat in peace. The little llama or whatever it is, pachyderm, llama, I don't know. Over there minding his own fucking business. Trying to get him some grapes. And you over there blowing at him. Let me see that again. Bitch. I'm here for it. Bothering that damn animal. Damn animal ain't bothering you. There you go bothering him. Y'all see how he bothered that damn animal? Animal wasn't bothering nobody. Here's our next video breakdown.
Hey, dear Marshall, happy birthday to you. Birthday to you. Oh! No. Olha, me dá. Ela jogou com a Não. Hey, dear Shay, happy birthday to you.
Is that your birthday?
Birthday to you.
Is this normal? Like, do little kids be doing this all the time? I'm just asking. For those of you all with kids, with multiple kids, do y'all have to do this for y'all little kids? Are they always doing? Are they like this all of the time? I'm trying, baby. The way that black mama snatched that little girl up, get your ass over here, child. Oh, so this is normal, child. I'm trying to think if my family was that a thing. No, we didn't do that. Friends say, no, we didn't do that in my house. Like if it was somebody's birthday, you let them blow it out. We had so few birthday cakes, honey. Child. Not Satan spawns. They don't give a damn. They be rude as hell. Child, I didn't know this was a whole thing. Here's our next video breakdown. Nope. Nope. Not gonna let y'all send me to hell. Nope. 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 Not gonna let y'all send me to hell. Nope. 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 I am not gonna let y'all send me to hell. Man, what are you? Jesus God. Man, what are you doing? What are you doing, ma'am? Man, what are you doing? What are you doing? I can. I cannot. I cannot. I don't. I don't. Here's our next video breakdown.
Oh my God, baby, you got me flowers. It's been so long. Oh my God, and you got my favorite gummy bears. Oh my God, baby, I'm gonna cry. Oh my God, baby, you didn't have to. Why? What is the occasion? Oh my God. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Oh.
When I get to this point, y'all, it's over. Listen. When I got to be buying myself shit, because your punk ass can't buy me nothing, I don't like the Haribos. They too hard. Like, you could chip a tooth on the Haribo. The Haribo gummies, they be too hard. Give me some Albanese gummies. That's the GOAT is Albanese. Albanese, they have the best gummies. I ain't gonna hold you. Albanese. But baby, if I'm out here buying my own shit, we're not doing that. It's just time to break up. Right, the Albanese gummies, they'll change your life. Montrez, take it from a pro. Go get the Albanese. They will change your life. Haribo is too hard. Their gummies are too hard. You could chip a tooth on Haribo. But the Albanese, and my favorite Albanese is the True to Fruit. The True to Fruit Albanese. They got a green True to Fruit pack. They got a burgundy True to Fruit pack. And then they got a pink True to Fruit pack. Don't owe me nothing. Nothing at all. Here's our next video breakdown.
Oh yeah, Ty. Yo, it's me now, ain't it? Right now?
What you mean, no?
I'm right now. Hey, bro, come on. Go ahead and get out the chair, bro. My turn. Holy shit.
What's up, man? Bro.
Hold on, bro. I'm tripping, bro. Hey, Ty, I see you that week, bro. For real, bro. Go ahead and take
What you mean?
him, bro.
You could have been that game.
No, I'm straight.
He should have shot your ass. Because you First of all, that's how you get your ass whooped. And if I'm sitting in the chair in mid haircut and you come taking the little apron thing off, oh, bitch, I'm going to fuck you up. Oh, you tried to get fucked up. Bitch, you tried to get fucked. You was trying to get fucked up. You was trying to get fucked up. I ain't going to hold you. You was trying to get fucked up. Here's our next video breakdown. Who the fuck are you to be laughing? What type of monkeypox shit you got going on over there? Did y'all see old boy face? I'm talking about the one who won't call himself laughing. Hold on. Let me rewind that. Because while you laughing at the short man, you look like you a victim of fucking monkeypox. Hold on. Hold your line. Look at this again. What is all them spots on your face? Like if your connect the dots ass don't go sit the fuck down somewhere, you got some nerve to be trying to pick at that man. You don't go get your life in order? Go get you over there laughing at people, looking the way you, girl, if you don't go, I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not. Look like we didn't. Girl. Here's our last video breakdown.
Two, three. Mother.
I got like 3 of those anyway. I don't even care.
Come on, gang. I don't care about this shit.
What's wrong with you?
Don't play with me. I'm actually not even joking.
Let me say this, ladies. You're never gonna win over. If it's between you and the PlayStation or Xbox One, you're never gonna win that. I'm sorry. They will divorce you about a PlayStation. They will divorce you. Hey, Catherine Powell. They will divorce you about their game system, be it PlayStation, Xbox. They will divorce you. If they have to choose between you, there is nothing that you have that will be. You can give them the best head in their whole life. You can give them the best cooter. You can give them whatever you want. They're choosing their game system over you every time. I ain't gonna hold you. They're gonna choose the PlayStation or Xbox over you every time. Don't even try to compete with it. You could try to, tell them to, come off of it a little bit. But if they come home, sometimes, they be done made you angry and you be thinking you finna get to them by erasing their, game history or destroying their Xbox, they will leave you. You might need to go call your uncle, daddy, cousin, big brother over because when they come home and see that, you might be a victim of DV. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of these young men are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They will fight you about their game. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna hold you. Just say, I'm trying to tell you what I know. You'll find out. You will find, but they're not gonna choose anything over their gaming system. Those were our video breakdowns for today. I sincerely hope you enjoyed them. I did. Look at Xavier. Listen. They will always choose their gaming system over you. That's not even, I'm telling you. It's not even up for debate. Oh God, thank you, Lord. I made it, y'all. Ooh, let's get through these palate cleanses. I need to go lay down. I need to eat. Y'all, I am literally like, I feel drained. Y'all got me through this, y'all, and I appreciate y'all for getting me through. But I feel drained. I need to go lay down. I need to take some more medicine. And because the medicine makes my stomach do I just need to eat and I need to go lay down, y'all. I'm feeling drowsy already. Anyway, listen, y'all. I'm glad we were able to get through this. Let's get through our palate cleansers and let's get out of here. Okay. We starting out pretty good. Oh. Hey, pretty lady. Oh. Okay. You look like you going to a deviant party. That's one of the girls going to the deviant party. Now, that's my type right there. Skinny, dark-skinned man, got that hair, and he real skinny. Yeah, that's my type right there. I'll fuck you up by that. Child. Oh. That's a lot of hips. Listen, that's a lot of body. Dear Lord. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a nice bathing suit. Hey, pretty lady. It's a lot of hips, though. A lot of titties and hips. You real pretty. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you look like you probably gonna take somebody through a wall. That's a pretty bathing suit with the little shells and stuff. Got a big old booty too. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, young man with the cowrie shells. Oh. Mm-hmm. I see you. Ooh, that's nice. Tall and skinny like that. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That thing going all the way up the crack of your booty, ma'am. Okay. Some dark chocolate right there. That is dark chocolate right there. That's some Modog chocolate. Dear God. Mm. Yeah, I think this the dark chocolate palate cleansers today. Nice. It's a lot of booty, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sir, what's that between your legs? Jesus. Sir, what is all of this? God. Lord. That's a stunning picture. Mm-hmm. That's another skinny one I can take. I'd do something with that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a Haitian man. Oh yeah, he gonna take you through that. That man gonna take you through a wall. That right there is gonna take you through a wall. Yeah. That's a lot going on. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Mm. Oh. Oh. Nice. Nice. All that dark chocolate. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, man. Ah, boy, we made it, y'all. We made it. Listen, y'all, I thank you for your prayers and thinking about me. Make sure that you're hitting the like button on the way out and stuff. If you still want to donate to the platform, you can do so there using that QR code. I need to go eat and lay down. So I'm about to go do that. Yeah, we need to go eat and lay down, y'all. I am spent. It's the best word I could use. I am spent. I am spent. Can I tell you I'm spent? I'm spent. So I'm about to go lay it down. About to go lay it down. I hope y'all enjoyed Silly Saturday. If you enjoyed Silly Saturday, put a 27 in the chat. If you enjoyed Silly Saturday, put a 27 in the chat. But I'm about to go get some rest, y'all. These medications are doing some things. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I thank y'all for giving me the energy. I made it through because the energy that y'all gave me to get through this, and I am eternally grateful. I'm going to go get some rest now, y'all. I will catch y'all next time. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all.